We are off on an adventure.
We are here at Custer State Park.
We are looking for wildlife.
Bison or bighorn sheep.
I would love to see the bighorn sheep.
So far, we spotted a falcon of some kind.
Before we head out on our search for wildlife, RV Life had one more curveball to throw at us. You remember that gas can we bought for Doris Campground and the generator? Yeah.
Did something... Is it tipped over or something?
Oh, it's the gas can. Yeah. Got too hot back here.
Lost about like a gallon?
Yep.
Can you open it and let it... Is it bubbled?
Mm-hmm.
Can you vent it safely?
Yeah.
Since this happened, I found a better way to secure this, but just as a fair warning, this type of gas can does not like changes in pressure, so keep that in mind.
So from Lake Pueblo, we traveled north and went to Standley Lake, which was another state park.
Mm-hmm.
City park. It was city park.
Yeah. It wasn't free. Did not have any hookups though. It's completely dry camping.
Yeah, it was completely dry camping, and it was a little on the pricey side, in my opinion. However, it was really close to town. Really close.
It was like in the middle of town.
It was like in the middle of town, and it had a lake, and it was fairly quiet. Which I don't know how.
Yeah.
It was very quiet for how close to town it was. I was impressed.
It's technically in the town of Westminster. You know, the pinky out, I don't know, teetotaling kind of town. I don't know, at least sounds like it.
It sounds like something off of Downton Abbey.
We're only there for one day, so we didn't explore too much.
Nope.
But our solar did just fine because it wasn't 105.
Yeah, we felt like we redeemed ourselves there because we were comfy and we were off grid.
Yeah, we were making power all the way to like 9 o'clock at night because there was no trees that block our solar. It was pretty amazing.
So after that, we packed up and we headed north and a little east to Custer. Now, I have to say, this was, what? You're smiling.
I was thinking this was a long travel day. This is the longest travel day.
It was.
What the heck is this? How the heck did that happen?
I know this bungee isn't ours because I don't buy this type because they failed in high heat on me in the past.
But it was also a choice. We had a spot picked out in between, but we've been traveling so much, we decided and this was a joint decision. We decided let's take out the spot in the middle and stay an extra day at Custer. So we were at Custer for 4 days instead of just 3. We decided to take out one of our stops, drive a longer day, and have 4 days at Custer because we were supposed to be there for a total of a week. And the whole thing with Lippert, you know how we talked about the package that arrived that looked like it had been through a war zone and all that. Hey guys, we are off on another adventure.
Yeah. Now we are. We are headed to Tyler, Texas to get stuff that should have been delivered already. Yeah.
That's not an adventure.
FedEx, for whatever reason, didn't deliver our package. So
we are still here in Athens, Texas, and now we are driving 45 minutes each way to pick up a package that wasn't delivered. Yeah.
sketchy package.
So we're gonna take you guys along for the ride.
FedEx lady says it's very tapey, which is her words, and wrapped in a tarp. So I'm not really sure what Lippert sent us, but
It sounds like we might end up on a Netflix documentary. So we're gonna take you guys with us. Well, those days that we had to wait extra had to come out of somewhere. And unfortunately, they shortened our stop at Custer.
I mean, we also found out that somehow, for like the third year in a row.
The third time, no, not the third year, but the third time we've been in this area.
Yeah.
Third time we've come to this area.
We managed to come to this area, to the Black Hills, in the middle of Bike Week in Sturgis.
I was a little surprised when I went to make our reservations, and I thought it was just because we made the change kind of last minute. I couldn't figure out why everything was booked and why there were so like limited sites for the weekend. And what was I thinking? I don't know. Yeah, it was Bike Week.
Fun fact, I used to ride a bike. Not an e-bike either.
No.
No, I used to ride a motorcycle back in my day when I was younger, before I joined the military. I stopped after I got in an accident. Nearly got in one accident where somebody pulled in front of me at night. They didn't see me, and I almost hit them. Thankfully, I was quick enough to get out of the way. And then another one where I actually did get knocked off my bike by a deer. That was a bad day for everybody. Not the deer, I guess. He ran off and
3/4 of a mile,
did his thing.
turn left on West Main Street.
Yeah, I didn't decide it wasn't worth it anymore. You didn't know Sturgis has expanded to pretty much all of the Black Hills, and lots and lots and lots of motorcycles there at Custer.
So our trip to Custer was brought to you by one of our first original adopting fans and viewers, and an absolutely fantastic guy, Mike Adams, and his wife Adele. They came to Custer first.
Oh, wow.
Did you know that?
I probably should have.
You should have. I told you. You probably forgot. But, I think that you tend to just kind of tune out a lot of the conversations about, like, hey, honey, look at this place. We should go here. And you're like, yeah. And then later you're like, did I approve this message? Yes, you did. So I was like, hey, we've got a few extra days. We could go to Custer. It's not that far. 70 miles, huh?
Yeah, it's that far.
But we are so glad we went. It was an amazing spot. And because we stayed there for 4 days, we put the patio down. Mike put the patio down. And the girls and us, oh my gosh, just enjoyed it so much. We were out there chilling on the patio, enjoying ourselves on the nice cooler days. We're like, and it's not 95 degrees. Well, even 95 would have been cooler. It was only like 83 degrees.
Yeah.
And we were able to sit out there in the shade. The girls were able to people watch and puppy watch, their favorite thing.
I ran into a couple of Brinkley people. And
that's not the reason we went, though. There were also lots and lots of animals.
Here, Custer State Park.
We're looking for wildlife.
Bison or bighorn sheep.
I would love to see the bighorn sheep.
So far, we spotted a dolphin of some kind. Yeah, we saw bison.
Oh my gosh.
Pronghorn.
The largest herds we have seen of bison. You might want to get back to the truck.
Watching a 2,000-pound bison cross the road from inside our truck is one thing, but seeing these massive animals walk right past these motorcycles, that's completely different.
largest herd of elk. And the largest herd of pronghorn.
Yeah.
And
we saw the begging burros.
yes, that's what I was thinking about. The begging burros, and they came right up to the window. I was like, are they gonna stick their heads right on in here? Are they looking for a snack? And yes, they were looking for snacks. Everybody loves snacks.
They saw our eyes, though. They knew that we weren't this kind of snack giving people.
The car in front of us was a snack car.
That's right. They all crowded around it.
And then they didn't want the car to move. They didn't want to get away from the car to let the car move. But they had baby burros. They were so cute.
They were. We also saw some baby deer and
baby bison.
Baby bison, yeah. And we saw a groundhog, I think, and...
Not a groundhog, prairie dog.
Oh, prairie dog. Yeah, that's right.
And a fox.
Yeah, what the fox say?
And we saw a coyote.
That's right.
And a falcon.
Yep.
Custer was a lot of fun. It's a great little town. I imagine there's a very different vibe probably when it's not during Bike Week. We'd like to come back again and maybe try not Bike Week.
Yeah. I think so. I think we could come back again, maybe in a different season too, see if we can see some of the other animals. We still are on the hunt. What are we on the hunt for, Amy?
Bighorn sheep. Everybody says that Bigfoot is the king of hide and seek, but for us, I think it's the bighorn sheep because we have gone so many places and tried so many times to see bighorn sheep.
We went to the Bighorn National Forest, and what did we not see at the Bighorn National Forest?
Bighorn sheep.
Bighorn sheep. We saw moose. They had bighorns, but...
Went to Carlsbad Caverns and saw something, and we were like, oh my goodness, it's the bighorn sheep, and we took tons of pictures of it. We were so excited. And we went in and we said, well, what are these animals? And we showed them a picture, and they said, those are Barbary sheep. And we're like, what's a Barbary sheep? So, alas, the bighorn sheep have still eluded us.
Yeah. Barbary sheep, we got your number, though.
Not bighorn sheep, though.
But they are not bighorn sheep.
They are not. All right, and from Custer, we enjoyed, like I said, we enjoyed the patios. We enjoyed we enjoyed the KOA.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed the KOA.
There's a good KOA. It had pizza and breakfasts and had a pool. We didn't use the pool, but it had it. Playgrounds, all sorts of stuff. You watch Amy's campground review. So we'll probably put the link up here somewhere.
Yeah, I said that earlier too, and then I remembered it usually comes out later. We are packing up here from the Custer Black Hills KOA, and I have to say, it's a little bit more expensive than our typical campground, but this one might actually be worth the price. If you're interested in our campground review, check it out. We'll put the QR code. That means I have to get busy and get on it and get the campground review done. They're usually a little bit behind the vlogs, but yeah, check out our campground reviews. We do full campground reviews of all of the, not all, but the highlights and the lowlights of the campgrounds we go to.
Eventually, there will be a link here.
Eventually, there will be the campground review. In the meantime, you can watch some of the other KOAs we've been to. But anyhow, we had a really great time, and we would definitely come back again. 10 out of 10 recommend.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. So, Mike and Adele, thank you for the recommendation. We really enjoyed ourselves. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to get the shock.
Get the shocks.
There's no rush. There's no need to rush. Shocks. I got the shocks. I got him real good.
Oh, and where did we see all the animals that was on the wildlife loop? Some of them were on Highway 16 that goes through the park to Mount Rushmore, but most of them were on the wildlife loop. So if you want to come and get your pass, the pass is $25 for one vehicle.
No discounts.
7 days, no discounts. Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because that's the way we were told. We asked if they did a discount for America the Beautiful, and we were told no discounts. Just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we are headed to Boondock.
Uh-oh.
What?
Boondock again with no hookups?
No hookups. So we're going to test it out. It's a place called Mikesell Potts Recreation Center. Recreation Center? Recreation Park? Recreation Area. That's probably it. Yeah. So we're going to check it out.
We're going to do another rally.
That's right. Woo. Montana, here we come.
White Sulphur Springs.
Okay, guys, and one other thing we needed to follow up on from last week, we told you that we had a new family member, Morgan, and we asked for guesses, and most of you guessed correctly. Her original name was Tequila. Tequila! La, 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 la. You remember that name too, don't you? Yes, you do. And if you're curious about how we came to the name Morgan, we decided, well, I do like tequila, but I'm a little bit more of a Captain Morgan's girl.
Yep.
So she got the name Morgan. She's like, I don't care what you call me, just give me a treat.
She likes a treat. And she has the longest tongue of any Dalmatian
we've ever had.
So
yeah.
She can suck the treats out of your fingers from a mile away.
Yep. We are so thankful for her. She's definitely a snuggle bug. And, we are working through some of the adjustments as they get used to each other. But they have really grown to love each other in such a short time. So we're so thankful to have her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Bye for now.